Hello, happy new year and welcome back. I have been having a crazy life, whatever. Life is what it is. I have my end of year recap, my new year plans, a WIP parade, all of that today. Life updates, I guess, first. As of today, my husband has left his job. So that's exciting and a little scary, not bad though. He's doing a bunch of side gigs currently and making more than he used to at his old job. Things weren't the best there for us. And so working on things now. So that's good, but, we're both a lot happier. It's a lot better for his health, just a myriad of things. And so looking for a better, more permanent job, but right now side gigs is enough. And so that's good. One of the reasons I have a lot more brunette going on. Once things are a little more stable, then I'll get back to getting my hair done. But hair is luxury. We had a great Christmas. We had an okay Christmas, let's be fair. First set of holidays, since my dad's passing, so that was fun. It was just, Christmas was us, my mom, and my grandmother and one aunt. New Year's was my aunt and the three of us. Cooked a ton of food, because that's how I roll. Yeah. Settling in. I actually get a desk this month. Exciting. I think my aunt's gonna come over next week and help me install my pegboards. Oh. I might have had COVID last time I filmed. I don't remember. And I just realized my rings are still on the ring tree. I am chaotic this morning, and that is a-okay. So yeah, there's just a lot to get to and through. Okay, so December was an interesting month for me. By interesting, I mean 10 days of stitching. Not a ton of stitching, but there was just so much going on. Sickness, work, some family issues we were dealing with, that I was lucky just to make it to crash in bed at the end of the day. But I did have 2 finishes this month. And so I'm not mad at it. 1,700 stitches. I worked on 4 projects. I had a start, 2 finishes. I am not mad at all. So that brought a total of 1,725 stitches. And that brought my yearly total, sneak peek, to 29,326. I am not mad at that, especially with the year I had this year. So let me jump ahead for a second here. Just to show you guys kind of how I organize things. These are all of the projects I worked on this year. How many stitches, what month. This is my days of stitching. Lots of red this year. I only stitched about 1/3 of the days this year, so not the best. But there we go. There's my yearly. I had a grand total 7 finishes and 3 starts. 4 starts, I can't count or read the total at the bottom. But yeah, I'm not mad about this year at all. We can go ahead and I will show you the finishes. I had Jack Frost, Bat Bomb, opening titles, for this child we have prayed. The Something Wicked, Be Our Guest, and Guardians of the Sea. All right, let me swap up. I had 2 finishes and a start for December. Okay, so this one, I'm frustrated with myself. So we have a finish on Something Wicked. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It looks like that dips up. It doesn't. It's just a crease. There we go. So thrilled with this. I have been working on this for years. If I find the exact date of when I started, I'll put it in. But I haven't worked on this in 16 months because I had to unpick a little bit. 15 minutes later of unpicking, I avoided a project for a year and a half, but no. It was done, but I'm trying to get this a little bit better. I am beyond thrilled with this one. I could not be happier. I could not be happier. Love it. Love all of it. By the pricking of my thumbs, Something Wicked this way comes. And so I'm so excited to have this in the done pile. Oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled. I don't remember any of the details. We're gonna look it up real quick. Why not? We're gonna talk. Pretend like I'm saying something impressive or important at all. December. So this was by La Di Da. And if I check my past planners, I'm pretty sure it was all the way, I think it was before that year. We're checking. So I have my planners. I do digital planners because I can just grab it on my iPad, my phone, or my laptop. And so I always have something with me. Just seeing, oh wow, I forgot that's what my life is like. Let's see if we jump to December of that year. Yes, so I started this in 2020. See if we can find a month. Wow, I had a lot of projects that year. October. I'm sure this is thrilling my friends. What about July? Okay, so I started it in August of 2020. So it took me like 2.5 years to stitch this. So that's fun. And I was not as diligent as I am now about starts and stops and all of that. So that's fun. Yep, there it is, August. So yeah, August of 2020, I started it. I finished it December of 23. So 2.5 years. And like a year and a half of that was just in a pile because I didn't do it. I've also realized how to focus my stitching, how to focus my stitching time. Listening to podcasts or audiobooks, mostly, so that way it's a lot more time and energy focused, is very helpful for me. I can actually just move my 2023 into my past planners. And so then this is my other start. Oh, this is my start and another finish. This is Guardians of the Sea by the Little Stitcher. And it was like, oh, where are you? 2 days of stitching. But I went ahead and stitched this up for a friend of ours. It's actually their Christmas gift. And they do watch my videos from time to time, so They might be seeing their Christmas gifts on here. That's okay. I have a pile of little gifts for them I just need to bring over. So, super fun, super quick. I think it was like 405 stitches. By the time I was done, I literally stuck my hand in my bin of Victoria model sampler threads. Picked out, I think it was like 7 or 8 that this needed. And I figured out just random swaps. It looks so different. Like, that's what it's supposed to look like. And this is what I look like. So, super fun, super quick. My old trusty 14 count stretch canvas. But I'm not a 14 count girl anymore, and it is weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird to me. Because that used to be such a, like, that used to be my jam. It is not anymore. Oh, look at my back. Not awful. I don't hate it. So, that's fun. I used to be a 14 count girl. And, like, when I was stitching on that, like, I was having to, like, double hold my needle. Because if I let it go to come up and pull it through, it would fall out. Like, I'm not used to it. My needles aren't used to it anymore. It's a pain. It's a pain. So, that's always fun. But, so, yeah. I think we are going to move on to my starts. Maybe. No, we'll do WIPs. To be fair, I'm going to film starts, but then put WIPs in first. So I'm a complete and utter liar. I have one more start. So, sorry about that. So I'm a complete and utter liar. I actually have one more start. I think I talked about this last video, but my dad made, like, when you think of Midwest yard art, my dad did that. And my mom's and his favorite was a picture of Santa kneeling in front of baby Jesus. And, my mom and I were talking, I'm sure we've talked about this, but, they've been special gifts to friends of ours for help with my dad. And my mom mentioned how she wished she had one. And so this year, for her birthday, is December 23rd. So for her birthday this year, Mac and I got her a little ornament that's right there. And so she's actually keeping it all year round in her curio cabinet. And she loves it. She'll actually stop and just stare at it when she thinks no one's looking. And so I wanted to do a cross stitch of the same one for her for next year's Christmas. And so I got the Jan Lynn Kneeling Santa. There we go. Not glary. And so I did start it barely. It has a few stitches in it, not a ton. But here we go. We started right there. I think it, so I've done more than it looks, but I had to like unpick 90 stitches because I did the wrong color. We have 2 different colors here. This is a 16 count. Do I remember where I got it or what it is? Absolutely not. Hard to tell, but it is a sparkled one. I actually had my husband pick it out because it came with blue 14 count, and I was not going to do 14 count. No way. No way. And so I just had my husband go into my fabric closet, pick out a 16 that he thought would look nice, and he did. He's super great when it comes to picking out fabrics and all of that, and so it's very helpful, to say the least. But, so yeah, that is my latest start, and I started at December 25th, and started on the 25th and the 26th. I have 12. Let's see if we can get through this with remembering everything, because my laptop is officially charging. So, first up, I have a ghostly mandala. This is by Ink Circles. This is one of their 4 Halloween mandalas. I have done the first one over here, and we are working on ghostly. I am so close to a finish. It is hilarious how close I am. And then I have room for the last 2. So they're all going to be on one. I'm excited for this one. So I just have a little bit to go over here. I think this is 18 count. It feels like it's 18 count. And it is not on the fabric. So we're going to say it's 18 count and feel better about ourselves. So I am super excited. This will be fun. So I for sure will have, oh, don't say that. If I say for sure, it's not going to happen. I'm hoping to have this done by the end of the year. And moving on to the 3rd mandala in the series. Are they in order? Absolutely not. I literally bought all 4, picked one out. So I don't know if it's in order. So our second piece is also a Halloween piece. And this is Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. Trying to see, do I know what fabric you are? Yet again, no. I remember buying it. Does that count? But here we are. We have 3 of 12. I feel like it's 12 blocks. So 3 of like 12 rules. So super excited for this one. But I have Scarecrow, Carve a Pumpkin, Stay Up Late. So that will be fun. Yeah, our first Halloween here was very low key. No trick-or-treaters, and we had snow. Our first snowfall of the year. So see, that is only my second Halloween piece of 2. So next I have my new start. I just showed you guys, and we're over here now. I adjusted. This is Kneeling Santa by Jan Lynn. And so I have started his cuff. So that's it. We have a very long way to go on this one, but I'm going to make this a focus piece of the year. So I'm thinking I'm going to do 50 stitches a day and then can switch projects. So I'm doing that because my stitch counts have been low lately, so 50 doesn't seem aggressive. Next, we have Lady Liberty. This is a Mirabilia. I am doing a color conversion by Gary for the from Garon Stitchery and their Garon Stitching, I think is their YouTube. And this is 18 count. I know that because it's actually printed on it. And this is a fabric by Stitchery Express. And so here we are. Got some great coloring going. I'm starting my 2nd row. But, so this is my first Mirabilia. I'm hoping for my so I will be 34 this year. So next year, for my 35th, we are talking about a cruise. And I am thinking about starting a chatelaine for my 35th. That's kind of like my stitching goal for my 35th birthday next year. But as we know, chatelaines are not inexpensive. And so I want to be able to plan things out, get bit by bit, and not just have a very large purchase at once. So, but yes, so that's a 2025 plan, I guess. So here is my grand start. This is an 18 count. It's what I use for full coverage. how many stitches did I even do? 20. I've done 20. So you can still tell what it is, right? Little Nightmare Before Christmas. So that was a start. I think there's an October 1st start, I think. But I actually am hoping to order this month the extender bar for my Lowry stand. Because our couch, we have large armrests, so I'd be able to actually have it like in front of me instead of like this on a couch. Would be a lot more comfortable. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'm hoping my full coverage is going to go a lot better then. Because, and I blame Small Town Stitches for this completely. I consider 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 5 full coverage. And that is all them. I love you, but it's your fault. So I have plenty to go. And so having my Lowry stand is really nice, especially for my really big one over here. Because there's just too much fabric to hold. Like, completely too much fabric to hold. Next, we have Merry Noel. I've been working on this one for way too long. And I'm about 2/3 done. My lines are so good that they cut off the top. So here we go. Purple, blue, variegated. This is probably 16, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, I'm guessing this is 16 count. No idea. I love my fabrics. Do I ever know where they come from? Absolutely not. Nothing. I need to start notating that in my project cards. But I'm taking out the section that says Noel. It's the only words outside of Merry Christmas. And so it just feels odd to me to have like, it's not symmetrical. It's not like the Noel is in the center. It's just weird. And so I'm going to take that section out and just skip it. So we are getting fairly close on this one. I am determined to have this be a finish this year as well. So there's that one. Oh, apparently we still have a needle minder on this one. This one, I know what it is. All right, so this is Dying for Cross Stitch. This is Up in Smoke Medium. It is an 18 count. And I pull the needle minder off. It'll be great. So this is my Mugshot Villains. We currently have the first 10, if I remember right. Tomorrow we'll get our 11th, but we have the first row done, and that's it. I've started Cruella, but that's about it. But I love this. I love the fabric they're on. Backstitching still like blows my mind. I showed you guys last video, but it's insane. So this one's been a lot of fun. It is stitch heavy though. I think I've done over 10,000 stitches on this project. And I always think stitch longs are going to be smaller than they are, but they never are. And I need to work on that. That's a personal issue. Then I have Practically Perfect by, I can never pronounce their name. So here we go. We have the whole umbrella and the word practically. So we got a ways to go. But I think this is me super fun. I love the color. I love classic Disney movies. I love Disney movies in general, let's be fair. But especially the classic ones. Grew up on those. Grew up on a lot of black and white movies too. So that one I love. Oh my gosh. Okay. I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. I'm so excited. soon as I open it and find the word I'm looking for. So this is my Realms of Middle Earth. This is out of print by Tilton Crafts. And this is egregiously large. Egregiously. That is what I have so far. It's not even, it doesn't even show up on my stitch count. Ugh. This is gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. But I found it. I'm so excited. Somehow ended up in my mother-in-law's stuff in my garage, in my mother's garage. Excuse me. Let me fold this blanket. I'm glad this is gonna be a while, because I cannot imagine how expensive this is going to be to frame. Because this will be framed and this will be hung up. If not, I literally have told everyone who needs to know that it will be buried with me. If it is not finished, it will be buried with me. So, here's hoping it gets finished. But I found it. No idea how relieved I was when I found it. For my next full coverage, we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by Donna Stitch. I am hoping to finish this page this year. I'm trying to be realistic with my goals. But I have to fill in this and then add all of this. I know I'm off by a stitch. I'm like, I think I'm gonna come down and over to try to like fix the house. But I love the colors of these. I own the whole series because I'm a completionist and it's really bad. So then, what are you? If I open you, will I know it? Oh yes, I do know. So my next and final full coverage. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 full coverages. 6-ish. But I have Star Wars Past and Present by Tilton Crafts. And here we go. Oh my gosh, she looks so good. That is the general. Let's see if I can bring that up a little bit better. And so I'm hoping to do a page finish on this. But yeah. I love and hate full coverage. It's a lot to handle, but I love it nonetheless. And finally, we have Wicked Witchcraft. I have a random thread, sorry. But here we go. I'm hoping to have this done in a few years. So I stitch on this when I'm getting my hair dyed. That's it. My hair tends to be within this color range. And so if like dye gets on my fingers or something by accident, I have never had transfer of dye on any of my projects, but I'm just terrified of it. So if it does on here, it's no big deal. And it just so happened like the first 2 times I had my hair done, I happened to grab the same project. And so now I just keep doing it because we're already this far, right? The only other project I have, and I don't even have a single photo of it, of my stitching. This is, I have no idea the name at the top of my head. I'll put it with the picture here. I got a third of it done last year when I wasn't filming. I was barely surviving. Do I know where it is now? Absolutely not. I have not seen it since removed. So I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I think that is finally everything. Now we're actually going to go into my projected starts for 2024. I have 12 of them that I am projected to do. I would like to do a start a month, even if I don't get anything done, which I will, for the whole year. That's only going to put me at 24 projects. I don't feel like that's too aggressive, and so I'm just going to do it because I want to start things. So my first start is Bill Cipher Wheel by Little Room in the Attic. They have their own site. I bought them when they were still on Etsy, but they were removed a while ago. And so they do have their own site and Facebook group now. And so Bill Cipher is from one of my favorite shows, Gravity Falls. Means a lot to me, my eldest nieces and nephews. There's a 10-year age gap between my one sister's kids and the other. There's also a 10-year age gap between my sisters. Funny how that works out. And so that one means a lot. The other, one of the finishes I had last year, Opening Titles, that is actually from the same show. So I'm excited for that one. Then I have Bitter Brew by Hands On Design. I have this entire Halloween bunting series. I think there's 9, and I've already done 1. So it's just going to be a continuation and keep going through it all. Ignoring the husband's call for the minute. Don't know what I'm going to do the Cipher Wheel on yet, and the Bitter Brew was going to be on the same as the Bat Bomb. I have a bunch of this fabric already cut out. It was a gift from a friend's friends who had passed, and they were a stitcher, and so I got a bunch of stitching things from a stitcher who had passed, so glad to use that. Then I'm going to, these are not in order of when I'll do them. I'm going to have a wheel, and when it spins and starts, that's when I'm going to pick one. Then I have Cryptid by the Witchy Stitcher. Excited for that one. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I like the more monochromatic look of it. A lot of mine Halloween is very vibrant. I like vibrancy. Our house is a lot of white with some dark blue. And so we can really kind of go in a lot of directions. So I'm excited for that one. Then I am on my second of the laundry series by Hands On Design. And so that will be loads of fun. This I'm excited for because here's a picture of our laundry room. It's a laundry haul, to be fair. And so it'll be nice. I'm going to put a couple, I'm going to put those up there just to have a little bit of something on the wall. Then I have Metamorphosis. Excuse me. By Ink Circles. This was a gift from Leanne at Small Town Stitches. I'm excited. I'm going to pick different variegated flosses. So I'm going to probably go fairly whitish to let the pumpkins themselves, to let the bush, I don't know what to call those, but whatever Metamorphosis is, to show through. Then this is one of my pride and joys, and I didn't pull it out yet. But this year I got Monopoly by Hasbro. I'm so excited. This will be done on white. I intend on stitching it and then having it framed in a shadow box so we can actually use it as a game board. I'm so excited. My husband will be excited about this one too. Then I have Mr. and Mrs. by Hands On Design. I have done this a myriad of times, probably 5 or 6 for different weddings. But I need to do it for ours. But I'm gonna do it in the colors that my hair was for our wedding, because I'm extra and it's fine. It's fine that I'm extra, but it's weird. Then I have Nevermore by Lizzie Kate. I have to throw like one Halloween in, guys. Like, I don't think, is that the only? This is the only Halloween piece I'm adding officially this year. There's probably gonna be more, yes. But that's like one. And that's a lot better than what I have been. And I'm sure this is just gonna be, it's a snippet, it's tiny. 58 by 35. This is like a day project even. So that'll be nice, but just to be able to knock out a finish feels good once in a while. Then I'm gonna skip that for a second. I'll come back to that one so we can talk about it. My laptop's about to die, and so I'm trying to read my list real quick before it dies. So that's why we're doing it weirdly today. Then I have, I think I have 3 or 4 of the Permanent Hair fairy tale princesses, and I'm gonna start Snow White. Snow White is my absolute favorite princess. She's the OG, how can you not? And so I love that. I love the monochromaticness. Wow, that's a word. In those. And so that's so much fun. Then I'm gonna skip one more for a second. Then I'm going to also buy the Primitive Hair Whimsical Advent Calendar. I've wanted to do an Advent calendar for years. I didn't want super like cutesy. We don't have young kids in the house. And so wanted something a little more couture, I guess. I don't know. And so went ahead and I'm gonna be doing that one this year. I'll show a picture of the tree I want to hang them on. And so I think that will be a lot of fun. And then I'm thinking about putting like the mini clothespins on it to then be able to like turn them around and all that. I don't know yet. We'll see how that works. So then the last 2, this was a gift from a friend of mine. And it is the Star Wars family. This is official Star Wars Disney. And so it's a Dimensions kit. I finally just see that for the first time ever. And so this one's super fun. We decided we're gonna do like our 4 kids, and then we're gonna hang that up there. And probably put our last name on there, so that will be fun. And then the last projected start. That's why I'm calling these are projected, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more. Because it's me. It's what I do. But I saw this series, Sammy J. Stitches. She has a small shop, Hummingbird Stitchery. I'm 90% sure that is what it is. But this series is by Cottage Garden. Are they a Cottage Garden? Yeah, samplers. Or samplings. I can't read. It's fine. And so I signed up with her to get the entire series, and my first one came in. So this is Fabulous House number 1. And it is Santa's house, and I'm so thrilled, and I love that so much. I like it. I like the size of it. We are looking at, okay, let me turn this, so I've never done a cottage garden samplings. Wow, is that impressive for me to say, apparently. And so it's 120 by 120. And so it's gonna be about, when I use my 16 or 18, we're looking at about 7-inch square. So I've never done one of theirs, and so paper pattern, going to be a fun one for me. I'm learning how to work with paper, but I think this is super cool. On the back, it actually has all the notations So date started, complete, who it was for, if I made substitutions, and notes. I think that is awesome. I think a lot of patterns should have that. So yeah, that's the first one in the series. The next, they have labeled what they will be, but we don't know what they are, what they look like yet. So I did check today on their website, so that was exciting. So I think that is my projected starts for 2023. 4, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm gonna spin a wheel every month when I feel like the itch for a start. One of my 12 I showed off. And I'm super excited for my next stitching ventures. So I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, New Year's, holidays in general, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. I hope you truly were able to enjoy it to the best of your ability. And if not, for those of you who are like us, who holidays aren't the greatest, I hope it was manageable and you were able to cope. So thank you very much. I'm glad that I'm actually like 3 months, like solid, I've been stitching again. And I think that's it for today. I hope you're having a wonderful and colorful day. Thanks.